Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Oh, it's good. It's good. Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black love!
Black love!
Black love!
Black love!
Welcome, family. Welcome. This is your day. This is the day that you call to come together so that your voices can be heard. But we're not here today to just talk about what should be done. We're here today to talk about what we can do. Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black love!
Black love!
Beautiful, beautiful. Listen, family, my name is Brother Kareem. I just want to start out by first welcoming all of you to come today. And we are all dark-skinned people representing that we are the essence of God. So we start everything from God. So we would like to, for those of you that believe in God, that believe in yourselves, that believe in one another, to take the time and allow us to call on our ancestors and Almighty God to give us the strength, to give us the understanding, so that we can go forward as a united front and change our own conditions. Black power! Black power! So at the time, I would like at the beginning to bring up in our black family, we always do it out of honor, that we come together and we honor our elders, those of us that have been on the front row, on the front line of the trailblazing, making sure that we don't have to get bust upside the head.
Yes, sir.
But now we're busting our own selves upside the head. Oh. But we got to hear from those that have came before us so that we won't mistake the fact that we have been in the struggle, we're still in the struggle, and those before us have still been in the struggle.
King of kings. Yes,
so allow me this opportunity, if I would, to bring our pioneer, an elder brother that you don't find around too often, still in the midst of the fighting. Not 60 years old, not 70 years old, but 90 years old. Yes, did y'all hear me say 90 years old, still on the front line?
King of kings, Lord of lords. That's who he is. King of kings.
If we cannot honor those that are still on the front line, then you surely know that the ones that are among us ain't got nothing coming. So allow me to bring up our elderly so he can take the ancestors and bring the God down and ask them to give us what we need, and then he can give us guidance and we can move forward. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Listen, I want you to do right quick before he come up. You need to call somebody and tell them to come down here.
Yes, sir.
You need to get on your cell phone and call somebody and tell them to get down here.
Yes,
Black power?
Black power.
At this time, our elderly father, brother, Minister Conrad Soldier, Minister Donald, Brother Donald, Dr. Donald Evans.
King of kings, Lord of lords. Come on, Doctor.
Strong, hard-working black man, go all through all the country,
Yes, sir.
advocating for black folks, for the black family.
Yes, sir.
Black love,
Black love.
black love,
Black love.
black power.
Black power. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
We're want to first also and always definitely honor our sister who called this.
That's right.
Who gave the reason why we are here. Our sister BJ.
That's right.
Black Power BJ.
Black Power, BJ.
It was the black woman that called this. So I don't want us, as long as we're here today, to forget the real reason that we're here.
That's right.
For our lost, fallen brothers and sisters that has been lost by the hands of our own people. In Greenville, Mississippi, we don't talk about white on white, white on black crime. We ain't suffering from white policemen killing us. We're not suffering from white folks killing us. We're here today to talk about how we can change our own conditions. Black Power!
Yeah, Black Power.
Where's Dr. Evans at?
King, Lord of Lords.
Dr. Evans,
Yes, sir.
would you honor us?
Brothers and sisters, we are here this day because we got to come together.
Yes, sir.
We have been so set up, anytime that black men are killing black women, we are a hurting people. But there's many things that you don't know. I'm a little bit older than the brother introduced me.
Yes, sir.
I am 94 years old.
King, Lord of Lords. Just beer. Just beer. Just beer.
We have been set up by the U.S. Supreme Court
Yes, sir.
that put guns in everybody's hand.
Yes, sir. Can't even spell the word gun.
I don't know what they're afraid of. We got the biggest gun in the world. They call it the atomic bomb.
Yes, sir.
These little guns is causing us trouble. They never should have authorized individuals to walk around armed because they don't have the brains to be dealing with firearms. The U.S. Supreme Court says that I am 3/5 of a human being. That statement in the Constitution have killed more people than all of these little guns on the street, whether you know it or not, because there are individuals that are so illiterate, they truly believe that I am 3/5 of a human being.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Satan himself.
Nobody can change all of God's creation.
Nobody.
God created you a human being.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Nobody else should be able to convince you that you're less than that.
Yes, sir.
But all of these things that are happening, if you think real carefully, you can trace it to the Supreme Court. Because the Supreme Court got people walking around who is trying to take something from somebody. They set all of that business up that happened out of Trump.
Come on.
That was orchestrated. These firearms created has to be sold to somebody. Anytime a pistol is in the hand of a weak person,
Can't spell the word gun.
I want you to understand that pistol is looking for somebody to kill. That pistol is not for hunting deer. It's for hunting you. But we are here today to let our people know that the ignorance in your head that you have been conditioned to be is killing us. And we have got to put a stop to it. We have got to say, anybody that's in the community that we know is a danger to the community, if you read the Bible, and I am reading the Bible right now, from front to back, I have challenged myself to read it all the way through. And I will tell you for a fact, we are a very, very troubled people. I have so much pain in me because I'm losing spiritual people that's very dear to me. And they're dear to me because God gave me the ability to love them. But somebody with a gun in his hand that is not even fit to be standing will shoot down a mother of little children. We have got to come together. Our churches have got to get involved. Our churches cannot stand on the sideline and watch all of these killings happen without joining their brothers in the nation. All of us are one family. God created us a family. We are still a family, but we're disunited. We're disunified. We have got to come together. We're going to stop the killing in our community. But I want you to know, if you got somebody in your family that you know should not be among us, you got to go to somebody to help you to get them out of there. If you study the Bible, you will find that God said, "There's evil out from among you, put distance between you and that." And we are here today to do more than put distance. We're here to get those out of the community that is not in the community. They are just among us. And they come from families, and the family must speak up.
That's right. That's right.
You can't harbor somebody in your family and then want to walk away whenever they do something.
That's right, God.
Can't do that.
You can't do that. We cannot afford to do that. We are a family.
Right.
Get that under your head. Find out what is the definition of a family.
Come on.
But when you hurt, I tell people, my spirit is crying. And my spirit is crying in purple tears. And if you don't know what that is, ask Prince. Prince knew what purple was. And my spirit is definitely crying in purple tears. But we are here today to say we are the ones that have got to stop it. The brother was right. It isn't the white man killing us. We're doing it to ourselves.
That's right. That's right.
And it is so painful. Those that's in the shape of a man can kill our women. Come on, you know that is something wrong.
Right.
And I'm here today to tell you right now, as I talk to you, that I am talking to the Crips and the Bloods in Los Angeles, California,
Ready. Come on.
asking them to put down the guns,
Ready.
come forward and get into sports. We don't want to lose them. We want those gang warriors to grow up to be strong men, to lead this nation.
Come on.
And they have the ability to do it, but they need the leadership to get them to understand. So I am telling you for a fact, I am now talking to the Crips and the Bloods. They are playing baseball together. They stopped playing baseball because somebody told them, because of the virus, you shouldn't be playing baseball. And I said, that's not correct. They just have a Super Bowl game right there in your town. not to blame you. You're doing the right thing.
Yep.
Trying to heal your.
Yep.
When I told them, you don't take another look. And if they have a problem, explain it to them. Tell them to call me. Now that we are a nation within a nation, I am the founding father of this nation. I didn't have to get my assignment. I have slaves now. The other one in the other subculture, George Washington, they call him. He had to honor me at my age. They wrote me to do something about it. Made me. I was getting space. I was getting my space. I was getting Michael David Dyson come forward and write a proclamation that honors our enslaved foremothers. Because Michael Dyson writing, I guarantee you, it would be as powerful as Michelangelo laying on his back there, painting his eyes, painting the Sistine Chapel.
Come on now.
I have a son-in-law that has actually been in the Sistine Chapel. And when he said he walked in there, he knew that it was something strong about that place. I said, well, when you walked in there, your God walked in there with you, and he was there all the time.
King of Kings.
Wherever a black man is, our God, if you're really, really worshiping the correct creative Father,
Come on. Yes, sir. Come on.
he's with you.
Yes, sir.
Right. But he said when he walked in there, he just felt something. I said, well, there's another way to look at that. Every ethnicity on this planet has the right to have their own God.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right.
But one thing you don't have the right to do is to impose your God on me.
Come on. That's right.
That doesn't work. Our God has got his hands on me, or I wouldn't be 94 years
That's
old.
right.
King, Lord of Lords. King of
I understand that.
True.
I'm not going anywhere. I was born and bred right here in the United States of America. America is our enslaved mother. You have to understand the raping that occurred in order for the slave master, the slave owner, the slave driver, and anybody else, males that came into their house that was used to impregnate our enslaved foremothers. Raped us into existence.
Come on.
If you have a birth certificate, you are the living witness to the fact that you are still here. We have got to explain all of this to our children.
Yes, sir.
Our children have got to learn this from the little ones all the way up to the grown ones.
That's right. Lost and found.
History is being made now.
That's right.
Very, very powerful issue. Because we have a very, very powerful God.
Yes, sir. King of Kings, Lord of Lords.
And there's an individual that can do something that nobody else in America can do. It's black art.
King of
Name
Kings,
is
Lord of
Minister
Lords.
Louis Farrakhan on the Nation of Islam.
King of Kings, Lord of Lords.
That man can walk into any country.
Come on.
Where even the President of the United States can't go.
Come on.
So you have to understand what is going on. Why is all of this killing going on?
Come on.
I went to the Million Man March
Yeah, talk about it.
and I listened. I never heard Brother Minister Farrakhan ever ask me to hurt anybody.
That's right.
And anybody that say he does teach hatred, it's a lie.
Come on.
There's one thing he do not teach.
That's right.
He does not teach black people killing black people.
Yes, sir.
So we are a sick people.
Yes, sir.
And anytime you have to come together, like we came together today, in order to get the community to come together.
Yes, sir.
We're not organized. Our churches don't want to have anything to do with the nation because they believe what the oppressor said.
Fear, fear.
And if you want to let the oppressor teach you, you will continue to kill your family members.
Go ahead,
Fear.
Doc.
That's right.
We got to stop.
Yes, sir.
I have lived long enough to know right from wrong.
Yes, sir.
I went to Vietnam because I had taken an oath in the military that I would go wherever that flag sent me. But I knew once I got there that Brother Ali was right.
Come on. Come on.
No Vietnamese had ever called me nigger.
Yes,
Go ahead,
sir.
Come on,
Doc.
Doc.
Go ahead.
I was a Catholic at the time when I was there.
Come on.
I saw some pictures that the rock troops, that's those Korean troops that was over there supporting us. And they had pictures at a table next to me. I was in NCO club, and they were over there laughing and talking and looking at the pictures they had in Korean. Naturally, we didn't understand it. But you could always realize that if there's a white boy anywhere near and somebody else is doing something, he want to know what it was.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
So he asked to see the pictures. And they had the pictures over to him. And he looked at them. And he really changed colors. I wouldn't lie to you.
Go ahead.
And he passed the pictures on to the next person. And the next person looked at them, moved a couple of them, and he turned around and handed them to me. And I almost threw up when I saw them because they were pictures of live human beings blown apart with their babies strapped to their back.
Wow.
And they are in the rice paddy planting rice to raise their family. They don't know anything about their government or our government. But why do they have to be blown apart? They have a right to live the same way I did.
Right.
And I went to confession. And when the priest asked me, my son, how can I help you? I said, well, you can help me by telling me, what is my presence here got to do with all of these innocent people being killed?
Come on.
I'm about to lose my mind. I can't handle it. And his response to me was, my son, don't try to blame the war machine because of your sinful nature. I said, what?
Real devil there.
I made the sign of the cross, said a couple of Hail Marys and hurry up and got out of there.
Yes, sir. Satan himself.
Wow.
I walked outside, I looked up in the sky, and I said, Father God, you heard what your intermediary said in there to me.
Come on.
I'm looking you straight in your face, and I looked up in the sky. I said, I need you to get me out of here and get me back home to my family, to my wife and my children.
Come on.
And I will be yours until you lay me down to go home to the ancestors.
Yes, sir.
And I guarantee you, you are looking at a man that's probably the most blessed man on this earth.
King of kings,
That
Lord
is
of
black
lords.
like me.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. King of kings, Lord of all lords. King of kings, Lord of lords.
Not only did he get me back home, He charged me with keeping my word.
Yeah.
People, I want you to know every morning I exercise for 2 hours.
King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Say no
Come
more.
on, brother.
And I have you to know I'm getting stronger all the time.
Allah Akbar.
But the reason why I do that is that when I get through exercising, I have to feed the cells in my mind. So I have to read for a half an hour.
Come on.
And what I am reading is the Holy Bible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I shall read that Bible from first page to the last page because I want to know. After Moses went down, I actually had to moan for a couple of days because if there's anybody I love Moses. God really worked that young man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, I thought all he had to do was to hold up the staff and part the Red Sea, and then let it down again to kill Pharaoh's army. But no, God wasn't through with him. Everything that was going on came through Moses.
Yes, sir.
But Moses had to go. Everybody on this planet is going out that door.
Come on. Yes, sir. That's right.
And it depends on how you conduct yourself as to where you're going. When
Yes,
you
sir.
go out the door,
Yes, sir.
you may not be going up, you may be going on the down line. But I'm telling you, after this day, I am saying to all of those that live in Greenville, Mississippi, you got to get busy.
Yes,
You
sir.
got to organize. You got to organize.
That's right. That's right. Got to.
We have strong people to tell us that we must organize.
Yes, sir.
Unity.
And sometime,
Yes, sir.
I want you to know they were right. One of the strongest men that ever lived was called Malcolm X. And I have you to know, Brother Malcolm, that created the FOI was no joke.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I knew I'm all over the place, and I have a right to be all over the
That's
place.
right.
I'm old enough to be all over the place.
King of
I'm
Kings,
old
Lord of
enough
Lords.
to be all over the place.
King of Kings, Lord of Lords.
And I'm telling you now, I have got much money to raise because all of the grandmothers that have to do what BJ is doing, they got to have resources because the children is going to need resources as they grow older.
Yes, sir.
And I don't want those children in no public school anyway, because once the people in public schools find out that you got a button that they can push,
Come on.
they won't be able to get educated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But they should be in private school.
Yes, sir.
They should have a tutor that is a person holding a PhD to tutor them. And I say I know I'm all over the place, but I tell you again, I have a right to be all over the place.
King of
because
Kings,
I know what
Lord
I'm
of
talking
Lords. Say
about.
no more.
And there are resources that we're going to use because I am going to raise funds for everything that I am talking about.
Go ahead.
That's right.
God with you.
I can
Emmanuel.
tell you one thing. Anytime that the Crips and the Bloods in Los Angeles, California want to play ball together, I don't want nobody telling them to stop. I say, how the pros playing? Take a
Say-
look at them. They playing every day.
The devil.
And you have a Super Bowl in your town,
Yes, sir.
and you're going to tell me that you can't continue to play sports as gang members. I call them street warriors.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank you, BJ, for inviting me here today.
Yeah.
I want to thank you because very seldom do I get the opportunity
Yeah.
to go nation
Yeah.
Yeah.
and let them hear me speak.
Yeah.
But now that my voice is going into California, And you should see that interview that Big Boy did with Brother Tony Muhammad, a.k.a. Abdul. You need to see that. All of you need to see it. Your children need to see it. Your moms and your dads need to see it.
Yes, sir.
And your priests in these churches need to see it.
Yes, sir.
We got to stop it. I defy anybody to tell me after you lock the church up and come out on the streets, the one that locked that church up down the street come out the same time you do.
Yes, sir.
I will defy anybody to tell me what church the other one came out of or which church the other one came out of.
Yes, sir.
Once you see them on the street, you don't see nothing but families. And that's what we are.
Yes,
We
sir.
all got to get together.
Yes, sir.
We got to stop the foolishness now.
Yes, sir.
We are a nation within a nation,
Yes, sir.
and it is time for us to come together.
Yes, sir.
There are laws that govern this society, and we must hold people accountable to obey those laws.
Yes, sir.
And we must obey God's rules for us. And I want to thank BJ again for inviting me here today.
Great queen.
I am so proud of that woman, I'm telling you.
A great queen. A great queen. A great queen.
How much I love me some BJ.
A great queen.
She don't know that she's a Nubian queen is what she is.
She sure is. Great queen.
And for y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, you need to know your history.
Yes, sir.
And our people have got to turn to history now.
Yes, sir.
Because every one of those men that have gone down, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm, they told us history is our best leader.
Yes, sir. King of kings.
Because that's where the facts live.
Yes, sir.
And I'm here today to tell you, we are a very blessed people. Let's behave like we're blessed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Let's stop all this killing and look out for the children. That's our future. Everything that we're doing for them. So let's do it right. Don't do it wrong. Because if you do it wrong, they're going to come up wrong. And we don't need that to happen. And I want to tell you again, I love every one of you. I have been here long enough to know about love, y'all. And I can tell you about it. I am very, very happy, man.
King of kings, Lord of
I
lords.
have never been happier in my life than I
Yes,
am
sir.
right now.
Yes, sir. King of kings, Lord of lords.
And I'm happy because the love that God put in me, I have the right to share it with you.
Yes, sir.
I can't stay on the blessings that I'm given. I'm supposed to spread them out
That's right.
and make sure that everybody's covered by it. So let us do the job that we have to do.
Yes, sir.
Let's knock on some doors.
Yes, sir.
Let's get our communities organized.
Yes, sir.
And that does mean the church, as I said before, as well as the mosque.
Yes, sir.
We must get it done.
Yes, sir.
And I want to thank you again, BJ. You are doing your job, baby.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
When I think about the things that have happened to me in my life, the preciousness of two families, one in New Orleans, Louisiana, where two street warriors, 14 years old, stopped the car because the driver of the car had a hit on him. And when he stepped out of the car, they shot him down and killed him dead right on the spot. 14-year-olds. And then because the one that was riding in the car with him stepped out of the car And when she saw them, they shot her. She had a 5-year-old sleeping in that back seat of that car. And when he shook sleep out of his little eyes and didn't see his mother in the front seat, he opened the door to go and look for his mama. And when he got in front of the car, he found his mother laying there in a pool of blood. And people, that lady that was laying there in a pool of blood got some history behind her. I wouldn't try to tell you all day because I'd probably break out crying in purple tears because I feel the pain in my spirit. But I came here today to tell you, you cannot continue to cry about the crime. You must do something about it. And you must tell those that have families that got these people in their families that you got to get them out of the community because they're hurting the community. And if you enable them to hurt the community, you are part of the crime.
Yes, sir.
You must understand what I'm saying. So again, I thank you, BJ. Assalamu alaikum to those of you
Wa alaikum
that
salam.
are here. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
King of kings, Lord of lords. King of kings, Lord of all lords. Takbir. 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 Takbir.
Come on, y'all. Come on. Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black love.
Black love.
Oh, my God.
King of kings, Lord of lords.
First of all, y'all see why we let him come first.
Yes, sir. Bow.
That's not everybody has a lot to
King of
say, y'all.
kings, Lord of lords. Nothing less. King of kings, Lord of
And
lords.
we wanted him to come first because we don't know if he are able to stay here through all this wind and he might have to leave, but we wanted to hear from him.
King of kings, Lord of lords. Nothing less.
And so what we would like to do now with the program is carry on with the program. What we came here today to do is to allow the voice of the community to come up so that we can hear the story and we will be able to understand that your story is my story and my story is your story. And it's going to take both of us with our story to change the narrative of our life. Huh? And so BJ wanted us to come up today to allow the community. So this is how we're going to do it. We want some of the community to come up, some of the sisters, you that have lost your loved ones, that have been affected by street violence, domestic violence, to give us a short narrative of what's going on with your story. Then we're going to allow some of the spiritual teachers to come up here and give us a little story about what they're going to do, about what they're going to do, about what they're going to do. Then we're going to allow some solutions and some marching orders. Everybody okay?
Yes, sir.
We're going to finish up with what? Some solutions and some marching orders. So, of course, we want to first bring up our little sister, the one who actually brought this into existence, the one who called this into existence, the strongest black woman, as Dr. Evans say, that we got rolling in Greenville, Mississippi, an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, a mother, a sister, a friend, and a soldier. A sister but a soldier, a woman but a warrior, a lady but a liberator. Help me welcome and bring up our sister BJ. And then, Sister Rashida, are you ready? We're going to bring her up next. Come on, Sister BJ.
Right.
I smell you. You smelling good.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Glad y'all came out to support. I'm here to tell my baby's story. What has been done about her murder and what hasn't been done. Her name was Eldrika Brazan, and she was 26 years old with 4 kids. She was in an abusive relationship for over a year. And she was in an abusive relationship for over a year. And we know, a lot of things that happened in her abusive relationship, she didn't tell her mother or her brothers because she knew what would happen if she had told us, if somebody was abusing her. But, she got tired of the abuse at one point in her life before she was murdered. And the thing about her murder is that we know who murdered her. We know why he murdered her. Right. And Greenville Police Department, I feel they have failed her in the justice system because, for one, there's 2 suspects for her murder. One that was intentionally framed for her murder, which we know he's been cleared. They had no connection with her. But the person that we know murder is the one that framed him for her murder, and we have all the evidence for him that hasn't been done anything for his arrest. So, for one, Greenville Police Department, when she was first murdered, they didn't take her around the scene of the house. Didn't secure 48 hours for one thing. Therefore, they telling me because her friends found her body that they contaminated the evidence, the reason they didn't do any fingerprint or tape in the area, which I know is not true because I watched CSI Miami, crime scene investigation. I watched 48 Hours. I've been watching criminal stories all my life, so I know that is not true. That you can eliminate the people that they probably lived in and haven't been there or whatever. Then they told me they didn't do any gunpowder check on him because he probably went bathing with some bleach. So if I can go buy me a jug of Purex and kill somebody and wash myself, whatever, I think everybody around here be committing murder because somebody that you hate or whatever. So it's been 5 months that my baby has been murdered. I did all the lab work. Let me tell y'all that for one thing. I did all the lab work. I found her phone that he stole and called himself throwing away 2 streets over. They have a phone. I've given them the connection to the phone company to contact, to retrieve all the threatening messages he was sending to frame the other boy like he was sending them and everything. And I know they had to do the lab work because right now they telling me that the judge won't send out a warrant. And if the judge won't send out a warrant, it's because you haven't given him evidence to send out a warrant. I gotta wait till a grand jury. No, I ain't waiting for grand jury. I done took my case further outside of Greenville because I think that we have investigators that's not competent of doing their job. You ain't doing the lab work. I did all the lab work for you. So all you have to do is do what I asked you to do. And this man would be in jail right now for killing my baby with her baby in her hand. His baby is still alive, but you kill her. So my thing is, if I'm gonna have to kill you, I'm gonna take something that means something to you. I'm gonna take your child and not your girlfriend or boyfriend, because you can go find another girlfriend or boyfriend. Right. So we already know that's not the case or whatever, that somebody else looking for you, so they're gonna kill my daughter. Now, so I'm calling out the Greenville Police Department, all the detectives that have told me all this nonsense that I know you hadn't did your lab work. When I get all the evidence from the FBI, the MBI, when they come tell me that y'all hadn't did your job, I'm coming after y'all because this don't make no sense, all these murders. And y'all asking for tips, but then you don't go and apply the tips that people give you. So why would you ask me to pay me for my tip, my information, if you're not using it? That ain't no sense. My baby case is not a cold case. I ain't out here wondering who killed my baby. We know who killed my baby. So I'm asking Marcus Turner, I know this didn't happen on your watch. I know this happened on somebody else's watch, but guess what? This is your problem now. That's your police department. So guess what? You got to make sure your detectives and police out there doing their job or whatever. Because everybody ain't trying to leave Greenville. Some people love Greenville and want to continue to stay here. But the way crime is instead of going, this is a dying city, whatever. Everybody gonna be leaving and there gonna be nothing left alone. We need leadership. That go for the mayor. We need whoever the next mayor gonna be. He need to have leadership. That go for the police department, the captain, the whatever. We need leadership in this city. This is the only city within a 100-mile radius that's dying. Everybody else is prospering but Greenville. So that let me know that somebody ain't doing their job around in Greenville. So I'm calling out to Benny Thompson. I'm calling out to Tate Reed. I'm calling out to President Biden and whoever else. Greenville needs some help. If y'all got to send some people down here that got qualification to come down here to take over Greenville, send them home because we need them here. Y'all will need our votes every 4 years. We vote y'all in every year. But guess what? That's going to change because if we don't get no help in Greenville, something else going to happen in Greenville, Mississippi. So I'm asking for everybody to get together. All these parents, and you know your children out there committing crimes and you upholding them, guess what? Y'all being held accountable too. And all this. So I'm asking Greenville Police Department, if you ain't did all what you did on my baby case that I gave you the information to do, I'm asking you to look further into it, because if not, I'm suing the Greenville Police Department for one thing, for your negligence. Because I know you ain't did all your children did. So I'm letting you know, I'm coming after everybody about the driver of the car. We know who the driver of the car is. We done told the police who the driver of the car is. They said they done talked to him, and he said he ain't gonna get no statement because the boy done threatened to kill him. So guess what? You telling me all this stuff, you know all this stuff, and he ain't in jail yet? I don't even know what kind of police department is being run around here, but I already know that, baby, they gave my baby justice like they gave a lot of these kids around here that been murdered, and you know, possible suspects, and you ain't did the lab work. Get off y'all asses, and I don't curse, but get off y'all asses and put the lab work. Y'all want to say for these people, guns bigger than y'all, get y'all some bigger guns. Tell Marcus Turner, whoever the grant writer is, call them and get y'all some Uzis and some AR-15 so y'all can match these big boys' guns on the street. Because I'm gonna get justice for my baby. One way or the other, however it comes, I'm gonna get justice for my 4 grandbabies. And that's on God.
Can't shoot no gun with no hand. Can't shoot no pistol with no hand. I'm gonna say that again. You can't shoot no pistol with no hand, and that day coming. I'm gonna say it again. You can't shoot no pistol.
Let's give BJ another round of applause. Let's give BJ another round of applause. Her feelings, her sentiments is that of all of us. But how many of us is going to stand up? I'm asking right now for another mother, another sister that has lost their loved one that came down today for your voice to be heard. Please come up so we can hear your story. Is the Dow family here? Okay. Praise God. So at this time, if I can allow Pastor Hall, if I can allow for us to hear from one more sister, then we'll bring you on. That'll be all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Praise God. So at this time, I would like to bring on someone that's dearly close to me. We just talked about BJ being a warrior, a liberator, but this sister that's close to me, I'm talking about 10 women doing the work of 20. I'm talking about a mother, a father, a sister. She act like a father sometimes too. A grandmother, a teacher. Many of you out there, she have taught some of your children or your grandchildren. But not only that, she holds a powerful position within the Nation of Islam. As being the sister in charge of all the sisters that come up under her to teach you some things. I would like, with my honor, to bring before you a sister that has lost loved ones through domestic violence as well, lost loved ones through gun violence as well, but has came through all of it and has become a beacon light for what a Black woman can look at as a change in her life. My wife, Sister Rashida Anur Muhammad.
Come on. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Go ahead, sister.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Please bear with me. I'm a little chilly and also a little nervous. My husband knows I don't like to speak, but I have a lot to say when I'm at home. So he gets to hear me speak all the time. But first, I'd like to just thank all who are present today and to acknowledge those who came before us and those loved ones whom we have lost due to violence, street violence, domestic violence, any type of violence. Because we all are hurting here today. Before I go on, I would like to thank Minister Larry Muhammad man right here works every day, him and Brother Minister Larry, to give voice to our